What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Rad Up All Night. I know this was kind of a spur of the moment stream because that's how I like to do things because my days are just so hectic and I'm not sure when I'm going to be available or awake to do these, but I have a lot to talk about here, gang, and it's been a while since I've done one of these solo Up All Night shows. So let me know who is up. Who is up right now that wants to come hang out with me and say what's going on? Ask me anything. I got a bunch of different things I'm going to showcase here. And I'm going to even do a little giveaway tonight, too. So if you hang in, probably going to be no more than 60 minutes on this thing. So come let me know who is in the house. What is going on, everybody? All right. Gus is here. I did a little quick Instagram story saying, come on in. I saw him respond to that. So thank you, Gus. Monkey, what is going on? What is up, Adrian James? Woo! What's up, man? Nightmare on Rad Street. I love it. Ken mid-level. What's going on, man? Let's see who else we got going on in here. Uncle Bill, what's up, brother? Hell no, he is not coming. He is not going to be on the stream tonight. Holly Go Frightly, what is going on? Let me see. Lepke is in the house. What is up, man? Don't forget to roundhouse kick that like button. Oh yeah, man. Let's get Garrett to 2K. So we need Rad 2K was the goal this year is 2K subs by the end of the year. Man, we are closing and I need like 200 more, maybe a little less. But yeah, it's a little bit out of reach. I mean, I've done it before. I've gotten 200 in a month at one point before, but it would really be a stretch. But again, I'm not giving up. I'm going to talk about that tonight. And that's actually what one of the giveaways has to do with tonight. So I appreciate that, Lepke, throwing that out there for me. I know a lot of different YouTubers have like these yearly goals or whatever. Like I saw Christian's like 100 away from 15K, which is huge, right? So like we're kind of setting the year off strong with a lot of these people trying to hit those numbers. So thank you all for tuning into these shows and with me and collaborations and all the other people in this community. Really, really helpful to all of us. So thank you, especially popping in here tonight. What's up, man? Scott, what's going on? I have more accessories than you, Holly. I'm going to say it's probably pretty close. You do accessorize quite a bit. So, but I have quite a bit. Jackson Jack, gonna get rad, buds. You got it, dude. Let's see. Punisher Batman fan, what's going up? What's in a name? I'm up. I love it. Boba Fett's We Live, what is going on? Magic Hands, what's going on? Yeah, that's the thing. I do have quite a bit of people on kind of like the West Coast. So like to them, this is a good time. And I always wonder why the later I go, the more people roll in because you got to think about it. Like right now, it's almost midnight here, and where he is, it's like 9:30 or something, right? So, yeah, that's why we pushed our, especially when I do stuff with Dead Pit, like we pushed our shows more like 10 o'clock shows instead of 9. We were doing 9 for a while. As soon as we moved it to 10, we gained like a lot of people that came and hang out live. So we like to keep it around 10 o'clock. I actually find that even when I'm on at midnight, it starts to pack in. So I appreciate that from all my West Coasters out there. What's up? Just bought the MVD Blu-ray of Jack Frost. I like those movies when I was a kid. Noticed they do not credit Shane Limited. I didn't know they didn't credit her, to be honest. I have a bunch of different versions of Jack Frost. I like the original one a lot. Second one, nah. First one I dig. I think it's a pretty cheesy 80s type movie. So I dig it for sure. So yeah, awesome job getting that. I know they just did a big sale, so you probably got it at a real good price. Yeah, man. We can start on that and I'll get back to the chat. So what I wanted to do is I did get my Vinegar Syndrome order in. I did open it because I wanted to check out Roadhouse so I could get a review in. So if you guys haven't checked that, I did a review on Roadhouse 4K VCU Vinegar Syndrome title. I just did it maybe yesterday, or I filmed it 2 days ago, but I put it out yesterday. So if you haven't checked that out, go check it out on my channel to so I can let you know exactly what I thought of it. But really quick, I'm going to showcase that if you haven't seen it. This is the Roadhouse, the new Vinegar Syndrome. Look at that. I love the way they do these VSUs. It's VSUs are probably like my favorite overall titles or series or line that Vinegar Syndrome does. You get that thick box, you get the magnet inside, opens up. You get all this sweet artwork here. This is the fourth one of those VSUs. I think they did Six String Samurai. They did, I think, New York Ninja. That might have been one. I think I definitely have them all. What would the third one have been? Somebody in the chat will help me out, but definitely, I know for a fact I have them all. But I love this, and I can't say enough good things about it. If you go check out my more spoiler heavy review, and I get into more detail on what this has and my thoughts, go check that out. But that's the first one I got. And I will get back to the chat because I want to kind of talk with you guys tonight. The next one I got was Freeway, 1996 Freeway. It's been a while since I've seen this. I have this on DVD. I think that was like the last available purchase for this. I think it didn't hit Blu-ray at all, I don't think. I mean, let me know if I'm wrong, but Vinegar Syndrome grabbed it, which is a pretty big title for them, and it got a 4K. So I haven't opened this yet. I haven't watched it or checked it out. Cool movie, though. Great artwork on here. Let me know if anybody in the chat grabbed Freeway. I did get this one. Don't Open Till Christmas. I think this is like an 84 title. I think 1984. But I always kind of like this one. I mean, I think I really liked it a lot back in the day. I had a DVD bootleg of this for years. So when they announced this, I knew I had to jump on it to upgrade that crappy VHS quality bootleg that I had in my collection for so long. And I did watch this already. I did watch it. It's it's not the best Christmas horror movie out. It's okay. It's pretty enjoyable. They kind of take a different route where like instead of Santa being the killer, like some people are after Santas, so it's kind of like a reverse. But yeah, that's Don't Open Till Christmas. I think it's definitely worth a grab, for sure. I think a lot of people will like it. Evil Laugh, I did grab this one. I haven't opened this yet. It's been a real long time since I've seen this. I've had it on VHS, on DVD. I always remember kind of being a fan of this, and I'm really excited to see what they do with this as far as the transfer, because Vinegar Syndrome always kills it. And as far as Don't Open Till Christmas, the transfer is good, but if you would have seen what they were working with based on like the bootleg I have, it was really bad. So it's it's no Roadhouse level transfer, but it's good. And then I did get Invisible Maniac. I got Invisible Maniac. I've actually never seen it. I've never seen this. I haven't opened it yet. This has been a movie that has been on my radar for a long time. One of my buddies, Phil, he's a huge fan of this movie, and he's been telling me to try to get my hands on it for so long. And at the time, I think VHS might have been the only way, maybe DVD. I don't remember, but this was a big one for him. So I got this because he's been praising this thing to me for years. Now, if you guys know the situation with the Invisible Maniac, back in April, they did like a fake slip cover thing Vinegar Syndrome did for April Fool's Day. Basically, they just showed a hand and it said invisible slip cover or something. And then it was like pay $6. And nobody knew what the heck it was. They didn't really explain what was going on with that. And some people bought it and some people didn't. And, I sadly didn't jump on it. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because people thought like, oh, is this just a donation to Vinegar Syndrome? Like, here, take $6 just for the hell of it. Nobody knew really what was going on. Well, come to find out, I mean, I'll give them credit if this was a long-term like booking and they said, hey, we got this title coming out at the end of the year. Let's do something now that's going to have to do with this title later. Like that to me is like, I love that kind of like long-term storytelling, right? So I can't really shit on them for that because that to me is something like I would have done if I was in that role, right? Like I would have built something up to help out a future release or something. But it's shame on me, shame on me for not jumping on something like that just out of curiosity alone. And what you ended up getting was a limited lenticular slipcover that goes on this Invisible Maniac. And again, even if I would have got it, I don't know what I would have done because honestly, like I look at it right now and I'm like, sell it. Like if you got this thing, sell it because it's very limited. It was like made to order. There's not a lot of them out there. And you know how Vinegar Syndrome stuff goes? It's like slip covers alone for Vinegar Syndrome titles at out of print that go for big money, let alone this super limited. This is probably the most limited slipcover that company's ever did. So to me, it's like, someone's gonna buy it. These completists for Vinegar Syndrome that don't have it are gonna get it. So if you have it, I would suggest just see what you can get for it. I mean, at this point, that's what I would do. And then the last one is one that I had. I don't know if I ever showcased it though. The new Texas Chainsaw 4K, Texas Chainsaw 2. Really cool edition. You got this art here. You got the flip. Then you got that old school art. I love that Breakfast Club art there. Cool edition. I did watch this. It looks great. Looks fantastic. Nothing but good things to say. But speaking of Texas Chainsaw 2, guys, we have a real cool show coming up tomorrow night. Myself and the boys from Dead Pit. And we actually have someone on that's a big Texas Chainsaw Massacre collector. And he's got the original Nubbins. So the Hitchhiker, Nubbins and Nubbins Sawyer in part 2. The corpse of the Hitchhiker. He's got the original screen used corpse of Nubbins. And he's selling it and he's auctioning it off. So he's going to come on our show tomorrow and talk about it. And I would love to hear the story. How did he obtain this? Why is he selling it? Man, there's news stories on this situation. He brought it through the airport to try to bring it to conventions and stuff. And like people at the airport are taking pictures with it. They're trying to scan this thing through. It looks like a dead body. It's in a wheelchair. It's wild. So I'm assuming this guy's going to have some pretty wild stories tomorrow. So definitely you do not want to miss that show. It's something different. He's going to talk all about his collection. We're going to ask him a lot about his collection, where he's getting things and why he's getting rid of that Nubbins and how somebody could obtain that thing. So I think it's going to be a real cool stream tomorrow night with me and the boys from Dead Pit and our special guest, Jason. So, I'm going to go back to the chat. That was my Vinegar Syndrome order, just a briefing. I didn't get a ton of stuff. I got the main things I wanted. There's not a lot on there I currently want right now, but that's what I had so far. So let me see what else is going on. Jackson Jack wants me to get Uncle Rad for a stream. That is possible. That is possible. Monkey, what Christmas movies have I watched recently? Have you watched what am I saying here? Clauses. I thought the shit was messed up. I don't know what SSBTA is. Am I not thinking? It's late, guys. I've been up since 3:40 this morning. So what clauses? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. But what have I watched lately for Christmas movies? What did I watch? I watched Trancers recently. I watched Black Christmas, the new 4K from Scream Factory. Loved Black Christmas, but honestly, I wasn't really impressed with the transfer for the new 4K Black Christmas. And to be honest, I'm really gonna have to dive deep into my Scream Factory stuff that I'm upgrading and see how much of a difference a lot of these are, because I haven't watched the Black Christmas Blu-ray in a while. I actually have 2 different Blu-rays. I have an Anchor Bay Blu-ray from Canada, and I have the Scream Factory one, and then I just got the 4K. I didn't think the 4K looked good. I thought it was kind of blurry, and I was really kind of taken back. I'm like, well, I don't remember. Should it look this blurry? Like, it just doesn't feel right for a 4K. So I'm gonna go back and check out the difference, because man, I'm telling you, like, I'm at a point right now where I might stop on my 4K upgrades from Scream Factory. I'll still get anything new that they haven't done, but I have basically all the Blu-rays. I have all the Scream Factory Blu-rays pretty much, except for like a lot of those, ones that they like kind of collaborated with other companies and stuff. But more or less, like especially the collector's editions, I have them all. So every time I go and get one of these 4Ks, I'm just upgrading. And I was talking to Wes about it and a bunch of other people. Is like, I'm officially right now like out of space. I'm cleaning up my room over here for the movie room tour that I'm supposed to film the weekend of Christmas. And I'm trying to get everything organized. And I'm like, wow, like I literally have no more space, no more shelf space, nothing. And could I do something? Sure, I could. I don't want clutter. That's the problem. Like I want things to be I want to have a lot of stuff, but it have it organized. So I'm running into a little problem with that right now. So for instance, I took all the Blu-rays that I upgraded from Screen Factory, took them out of my shelf and just put them away. May I sell them in the future? Possibly. I have quite a bit. Could be something I might be interested in doing. I don't know. But as of right now, I took them off the shelf and just replaced them with the 4Ks that I got. But even still, with that being said, the shelf is full again. So I don't know. There is another section that I could build a new shelving wall, but I have a lot of autographs on a wall, and in order for me to get a new shelving unit for some of my stuff, like that means that those autographs have to come down. So I'm really trying to fight against that right now and see if maybe I can make do with a lot of my DVD shelves and like start condensing those down a lot and just toting up a lot of stuff, which I already did do. And I just feel like I might have to scrub it again. Maybe like get rid of like a lot of stuff, like maybe all my Marvel and stuff. I'll just start tossing it or selling it or putting it away in a tote because I don't really ever watch that kind of stuff. So I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm officially, guys, I'm out of space and I do have a lot of space, and that's the problem. So a lot of these people that are working in like a small room and stuff, I get it, man. I have like 2 big rooms, and I'm officially out of space right now. Back to the chat. Let me see. Antonis, what is going on? That'll bring some who will? Uncle Rad? I'll take some Uncle Rad fans in my subs. I did not watch Indiana Jones 5 trailer. I have never seen an Indiana Jones movie in my life. It's the running joke. I will watch Indiana Jones this 2023. I promise. That is a goal, and I will do a review on all of them. So I did not watch the new trailer. Let me see. I feel like I'll be 29 shy of 15K on New Year's Eve. So even mid-level is like on that tier to 15K. You guys like freaking killing it over there. Killing it. Let me see. Mama Blu-ray, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. Sean, what's going on? Movie Junkie John, man, that Roadhouse package looks awesome. Yeah, it's really good. Everything about it is good. Everything about it. They're doing a double feature of Christmas Evil and New Year's Evil. That's cool. That's a cool double feature. I'm right with you. I think it beats out Reservoir Dogs. Drive is close, and it beats out The Godfather for sure. Just on packaging alone, I think it wins against all those other ones. Drive, I could see being neck and neck. Let me see. Look at Joe Jack. Okay, so I'll give you some options, Joe Jack. Sell it or send it to me for something, and then I'll make you a trade. Because I have the movie, and I don't have that. Why do you say that? Because I'm tired. But if it's because I'm looking down like this, like if that's why it looks like that, because you say that all the time, it's because my monitor, my chat is below the camera, right? So I have to look down to see the chat. This looking straight ahead, do I look like I am now? Here, I mean, again, I've been up since 3:30. Worked. I had 13 appointments today, and then I came home, ate dinner, put my son to bed, worked out, and now I'm here. Took a shower, and now I'm here. Saturn video, boom. Thank you. Why are people buying 4K upwards 80 at the retail and there's release? It's not 80. I think what's happening is that the resellers are sneaky right now because what happens is in December, Vinegar Syndrome shuts their site down. So they use December to try to like push out these things to eBay in the secondary market to be like, hey, pay this because Vinegar Syndrome ain't opening their site back up till January. So if you want any of this for Christmas, you better get it. And also, it gives the illusion that some of these are sold out when you go on the website and they're gone, right? So people are sneaky around December with Vinegar Syndrome because they're trying to push these high end stuff. I mean, but it shouldn't be $80 if you go to like Orbit or anything like that. You should be able to still get a pretty good price. Um, I don't know why they're spending that much, but I will tell you this, in my opinion, I have a feeling something like Roadhouse will sell out once the reviews start coming in on how great of an addition this is. I would keep my eye on it and not miss out. That's my opinion. Um, yeah, I heard Brian Goes Blue, I think, is going to buy Wes's slipcover. I heard. Um, well, I don't know. I don't know. Wes is gonna sell. Wes is looking to sell one, so Ben Grimm might be interested. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think now is it's Vinegar Syndrome site. You can't get Roadhouse on it currently, right? They're just doing partner labels this month. Is that correct still? TCM2's favorite. Oh, it's yours. Yeah, not mine, but it's second. It's true, man. I'm telling you. Like I think that way all the time about this stuff. Like everything. Again, that's why I put a lot of time into merch, and Wes and Deadpit are the same way. Like we collaborate on a lot of this stuff because we have that same mindset. It's like those wrestling fans for years doing, you know, I was doing backyard feds. I was booking them growing up. I booked whole backyard federations. I wrote storylines for like a year. We did tapings. We did this. I mean, it all is the same thing. I would play Raw vs SmackDown with friends, and we build storylines and characters. It's just always been my mentality about that stuff. And when it comes to this and me getting into this, you know, I wanted to come in hot because I felt like I was so many years behind. And I had a lot of people telling me for years to get onto this YouTube game. And I really should have. I really should have listened, not let all these different excuses getting my way. I'm busy. I'm busier now than ever. And I'm making it work. Right. I was way less busy 10 years ago when I really wanted to do it. I had a movie room, not as nice as this, but I had a nice one. And yeah, I should have done it back then. And now it's like, you know, I wanted to come in hot. I wanted to be a little different. I wanted to try to do different concepts and ideas. And I think the branding is huge, right? Like the headband thing is a Corey Haim tribute, but it's also something I wore in wrestling. It's also something I used to wear out and about. And I figured, you know what, let me bring it to the YouTube game because again, maybe people look at me and be like, why the hell is he wearing that? That's stupid, blah, blah. It is what it is. You're going to love or hate. But if they say, hey, you know, the guy with the headband, right? Like everybody's going to know. And to me, that's more important than a couple people thinking it's ridiculous or whatever. But yeah, I mean, you're so right. Like I said about the long-term booking with the Vinegar Syndrome, like I can't bash them for that. Like it was smart on their part and I was stupid. So I will take full credit on that. But yeah, you're right, Cody. My brain is always like that, even with the merch. Uh, you know, I want people to enjoy the designs that we have. We have some really cool ones out there right now. I think they might even be on sale. Like I just got that Poison one. I think that's a real cool one because I'm a big 80s hair metal guy. I got the new Rad Pack one with Uncle Rad that's got the rat logo. Like these are all ideas and concepts that we're coming up with because I want to have stuff that not only I want to wear, but I think other people might actually want to wear than just have like my logo slapped on them all the time. But yeah, anyhow, Sean, are you serious? It's selling for 150. Are you talking about the slipcover or Roadhouse? Sam Crow, what's up? What do you see that Roadhouse 4 can go for everyone's out of print? I think it's going to go for big money if it goes out of print. But again, I don't know offhand how many VSU copies there are. Like, is that a limited thing? I mean, a 6-string samurai, as much as no one gives a shit about that, it's still up there. Beastmaster was another one. Oh yeah, but Beastmaster is sold out. It's only got like a standard edition now. So I don't know. I think this is my favorite Vinegar Syndrome title ever. I think I New York Ninja was one. Rad was another one. Rad wasn't all fancied up, but it was such a great release. Looking over at my Vinegar Syndrome stuff now, and I think maybe it is probably my favorite. And I mean, I'm not the biggest Roadhouse fan. I like it, but I think watching this and seeing what they did with it and how good it looked and the packaging and it all just worked. It all just worked. Yeah, I think Roadhouse will be kept available just the normal slip once this whole thing sells out. But you know how most people are, and they want the full package, more or less. Most collectors. Where did you get your second good guy from? And you buy it recently? If you're talking about the two back there, I've had those for a long time. If you're talking about the one that I unboxed in one of my recent videos, I just got him. And that's the Trick or Treat Studios plush, which is basically like the realistic head with more of a plush soft body. Like that one back there is a little bit more higher end. It's got wires in it. You can pose him. It's got real nice clothing. The one that I got was like half the price of that. It's really cool because you can, it's very movie accurate as far as how it looks, but it's also movie accurate. Like when they're walking around with the good guy doll and he's kind of dangling there, or they're throwing him across the room and it's like a real doll. Like that's what it feels like. So I got that. I think I got that from Nightmare Toys. But Trick or Treat Studios put it out. And I'm still waiting for my 2 NECA Chuckies, which I don't even know the story on that anymore. Let me see. The sellers are taking advantage of Roadhouse fans that don't. Yeah, you're probably right. Get people to like our oh god. Yeah, guys, if you don't follow Dead Pit on Instagram, go check him out over there. It's so funny because I meddle with different social medias. I've been doing Instagram for my fitness business for many, many years. I think my Born to Be Rad Instagram is growing faster than my fitness Instagram, which I've been doing for many, many years, like I said. YouTube for me is steadily pacing. I've had a rough couple months. I was doing really, really strong until about November. And then for some reason in November, it like was a snail pace. Like I would lose 5, gain 1, gain 2, lose 4. It was like it was odd all month long. By the end of the month, I probably had gained maybe like 2 subs, which is really weird for me. And that's what like set me way back. Like I thought that 2K was gonna be easy, but November really set me back for some reason. I don't know if it was lack of content. I don't know what was going on, but I had never seen anything like it. It was just like stopped. But for some reason, Instagram within the last like month, I've gotten like, I don't know, a couple hundred new followers on there. Like it was just wild. So that's why I post on Instagram like, hey, if you're new to this page, come check me out on YouTube for more in-depth stuff and whatnot. And if anybody's in here from Instagram and they're new to this channel, to check me out because I did post in my stories what's going on. Say hi down there. I'm way behind on the chat. Make sure you hit the like button, guys. And also a big thing I want you guys to do is if you're not subscribed, please do, because I started looking at analytics lately. I never ever look at those things. But my brother is like, you got to look at it, man. And it says that quite a few people that are watching my stuff are not subbed. So if you're not, I really appreciate it. I would love to hit that 2K. I know it's a real long shot, but I would definitely appreciate it. The easiest way for me to do it is for all of you guys that are watching this to spread the word. There's only so far I can reach. If you're liking the content, spread the word. I really appreciate it. But yeah, go sub to Dead Pit over on Instagram. The thing about Instagram, I think is it's like you just you got to be creative and make the pictures look pretty. I think those are the biggest things. Like you can post a picture of something, but if you're kind of creative with it, make it look nice, have a good aesthetic in the background, like I think it really pops and people are drawn to that. Especially if you get put on like a feed, right? Like, and people are scrolling through like a feed, and they see something that really pops, they're going to more or less check it out. Reels are another big one that I guess is pretty big now. So again, I'm still kind of learning. But I feel like my Instagram has grown really quick in the last month. Ken Carlson, what is going on? Drive is really good. I'm telling you though, Wes, Roadhouse is really good, and you know me, I don't praise a lot of 4Ks. I'm actually like been kind of disappointed with most of them. So again, it could be one of two things. I just got a brand new TV. I got an OLED LG. I had an LG before, but it wasn't an OLED 4K. It was just like an LG 4K, and it's made a world of difference. So I don't know if it's the combination of both because I just recently watched this and I watched Amityville and I thought that looked fantastic as well. Um, yeah, I don't do that. Not rad. My eyes are red, dude. Maybe it's the light. I don't know. This is true. We are going to do our first ever New Year's Day Vinegar Syndrome stream, Over the Edge. Yeah, so we're going to do it at noontime on New Year's Day. So make sure to come if you're hanging out and just, hung over from New Year's Eve, come and join us. Wow, I'm really got red eyes. I wonder if it's the light. I don't know. I mean, it could be because I'm tired. Jason, what's going on? I did not buy the 4.5s. Really? If it's selling for 120 on eBay, I'm selling mine as soon as I get it. So just a heads up on that. It's gone. Because that's another issue that I'm having right now, and I can't wait to get it so I can talk about it. But at the same time, I don't know if it's worth me opening it if I wanted to sell it off. But I was pretty disappointed with that whole 4Flies thing, to be quite honest. So if it's going for 120, I'll sell it. If not, then I'll just keep it and just say shame on me once again. Huck's Pop Movie Culture Cafe. Go check them out. Hey, buddy. Yes, you can get any visitors this month. Oh, okay. So everything's still available on there. Okay, that's good then. That's good. Wet Movie One. What is going on? How are you, buddy? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. You love me? I appreciate that, brother. Wet Movie's going to be on my stream January, so keep your eye out for that little special show with one of the OGs over here. What exactly here? This is my issue. Now, again, guys, I don't want to pick on Severin. I don't want to. I said something to somebody on Instagram, and they didn't. I think they thought I was just being kind of a baby about it. I don't know. Here's my thing. 4Flies on Grey Velvet. I have the DVD. It looks like shit. So my opinion on that movie was it wasn't my favorite. I barely remember anything about it, but I remember it not being something that I needed to rewatch, put it that way. So when it comes to Argento stuff that I'm familiar with, it's not personally one of my favorites, but I was excited to get it for multiple reasons. Number one was because, like I said, the only other version that this thing had was a crappy DVD that was poor quality. So I'm the type of guy where even if I don't find something really great, if I watch it like on a DVD or VHS, when a company puts a lot of effort into it and cleans it up, it gives me a whole new experience. And sometimes I really appreciate it. And I always use like Tourist Trap as one that I never considered that a movie that I cared for until I got the Blu-ray, because the DVD was so bad that I remember watching it once and being like, it's too dark. I could barely see. Nothing really happened. And then I got the Blu-ray because I was like, you know what? Let me see if I can watch this thing in better quality. And I loved it. So I'm always willing to give things chances like that. And number two, I've been collecting the Argento stuff in those big boxes that Arrow's been doing and Synapse has been doing that kind of resemble like these, right? And all the Argento stuff has been coming in these nice, big, thick boxes. So when you line them all up next to each other, they all match. And the way 4Flies was described and presented on Severin's site was exclusive. They were talking about exclusivity, limited. They were showing all these fancy things that, you get with it. Limited edition exclusive slip case. Okay, not slip cover, slip case. And the way that they had the thing on the page, it was like this. So it looked like one of these thick boxes from Arrow. So I said, you know what? It's a perfect time for me to rewatch this thing. I can stack it right with all my other thick box Argento stuff and kind of have a whole little collection going. So to me, I said, you know what? I'll justify the $60 for it. Well, come to find out, people got it in the mail and it looked more like this. A standard slipcover, standard release, nothing fancy, no big box, no slip case, which a slip case means I always feel like you're going to slip it out the side. And didn't really feel exclusive or limited or deluxe or special or anything. And the only thing that they can still stand by is that they say, as of right now, and again, everything, in my opinion, was misrepresented, almost like a false advertising type of deal. Because if you look at any other DVD on that site, it looks like this when they show the picture. You see it like this, and it's got a little spine. When you looked over at the Four Flies, it was posted like this. It had a big spine, right? It just, they out angled us, right? Like those people on Instagram that want you to see their glutes or their booty, and they do that side pose to kind of give the image or illusion that their glutes are bigger than they are, right? That's what I feel like they did. And that's what kind of really rubbed me the wrong way, because we're just getting a plain old regular edition. So then you say to yourself, well, why the $60? And the only thing I can think of is because they're saying, hey, listen, we're only selling this Four Flies on Gray Velvet this weekend only. And if you want it, pay the money and you're getting it. If you don't get it, you're never getting it. So if that's the case, I can see these things selling for a little bit more money on eBay, because supposedly this is the only way you're going to get this movie. But I've been in situations with Severin before where they say that, and then you go to a convention and there's a whole stack of Four Flies of Gray Velvet sitting there on the table, right? Or they re-release it a year later, like pretending that they never said it was only for one weekend only. Like, these are the things that now I'm worried, because I'm like, what was $60 worth? Why was that worth $60? Not for the packaging. So that's the issue that's my issue with this whole ordeal. And you're right. Why was it so expensive? I don't know. I have no idea why it was so expensive, besides the fact that maybe it was a weekend only, 3-day only pre-order. And if you never got it, then you're never going to get it. But I have a hard time believing that, because I had bought a Severin limited edition exclusive Blu-ray at a convention. There was signs everywhere that said, only at this convention, this Blu-ray, we have this Blu-ray. Exclusive, buy now before it's too late. And I bought them my friends bought them as well, and they sold out at the show. Sure enough, 6 months later, they announce it on the website, brand new title, but now it comes with a slipcover, which I didn't even get a slipcover with mine. So not only did I buy a limited exclusive edition, but now they have the movie available on their site with a slip. So I'm just afraid that they're going to pull the same kind of stunt with this. And you're right, it makes the 66 or whatever $60 not worth it at all, because I don't think the movie itself is worth $60. Sure as heck the packaging it came with isn't worth $60. So I don't know. And that, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. It really did. And I have the DVD if I ever want to watch it, even though, like I said, it looks like crap. But I think it's just the idea of how it felt like it was pulled off. And sorry for the rant and the ramble. I will get back to the chat now. Let me see. Exactly, Saturn Video. That is, you're right. That's exactly one of my points. Really one of my points. Let me see. Is all that stuff on a shelf on the ground behind me? That shelf right there is my Scream Factory shelf. So that's all Scream Factory right there. And a couple box sets on the top. I have a couple shelves like that are scattered around the room. And then I have a library, which is just wall to wall, like ceiling to floor shelving. But that's just some of the, I have a lot of my boutiques displayed in here. Where's the room tour? Good question. It's coming. I'm supposed to film it the weekend of Christmas, just trying to get everything organized. Man, I went through a lot of renovations this year, and I just feel like I never have been able to catch up with just cleaning. Like, I feel like my house has been in somewhat shambles for a year at this point. There's always stuff going on where we're building out a closet right now. The whole first floor was redone. We had to move things to different rooms. Then as soon as I start gaining headway to like do something down here or in here, I'll do a show and like pull out like tons of stuff, and then it sits in a pile, or I'll get boxes of new items and they'll just sit here. And it's just like I've just had a tough time really maintaining it between doing stuff for the show and for the house renovation. So it's coming for sure. I just got to make sure I've got everything cleaned up. Um, yeah, Vinegar Syndrome's proved themselves, I have to say. You know what I mean? As much as Vinegar Syndrome is like hit or miss with a lot of some of their titles, they put out a lot of like low budget stuff. I will say as a whole though, they're really doing a great job. And I think they've proven themselves, and that's why they're getting their hands on a little higher end titles. Like your Freeways, your Texas Chainsaw 2, your Roadhouse. Like I think they've proven themselves, so they've been able to do this kind of thing. Let me see. Thank you, Gus. I appreciate that. What's up, Bob? And I'm thinking about maybe doing something because I did recently turn channel memberships on. Because I did get a couple messages of people asking me if they could support the channel through if I had a Patreon. I don't. And I'm not going to open one because I do have one for my that has to do with my fitness stuff. So I'm not going to open a new one now. And I said, well, you know what? Maybe I'll try to turn channel memberships on and you can support the show that way. But I was thinking today that I was like thinking maybe I can do something where I'll send channel members like a headband, a exclusive headband or something like that. I'm working on it, maybe trying to see if I can get logos on it or whatever, but that's what I'm thinking. Did I say hi to Bob? What's up, Bob? The weekend of Black Friday, instead of picking up Visible Maniac 4K, I picked up on VHS for 20 on eBay. I'm a VHS collector. Not a massive one. I used to be, and I sold about 90% of my collection back in like 08 for like nothing. It was one of the biggest mistakes I've ever made. I needed space. I was still living at my parents'. I had so many movies that I was like, you know what? I need to clear this VHS shelving unit out and put these DVDs in there. So what I did was I sold off like anything that I had on DVD. So basically that's what I did. Everything I had on DVD at that point in time, I sold. And one of the biggest additions I sold on VHS that I regret is I had that Talking Frankenhooker VHS tape. I cannot believe I sold that because I would do anything to get that back in my collection. And it's so hard to find a good condition one that works still. And if you do, you're paying a lot of money for it. So I've been kind of getting some VHS back in the collection just because I think as a whole, they're my favorite to display and stuff like that. And it's just the nostalgia of it. So I am buying VHS currently, but I'm really just trying to go after specific movies and good deals. Thank you. I'll take it. Perry, what's going on? Comment got deleted. I do not know what you said. I'm not sure. Not sure. Let me see. We need to survive in the game. Yeah, I think that's probably coming. I could see that coming. I know a lot of people don't understand. Us VHS people are. No, I would love to do a VHS show. The problem is I just don't have a lot. Like, I mean, I have actually right here next to me, I have a box full. If you want to do a show like my VHS collection, I'll be happy to do a show just pulling ones out and talking about that. I would love to. If that's something you guys want to do, post it in the comments. I will definitely hit that up. Maybe like a Rad Up All Night, and I'll just showcase all my VHS stuff. Jackson, big Uncle Radmark. I love that. Yeah, Lepke, I'm proud of you, brother. For a long time, I've been trying to get you to do Instagram, and you're like, no, 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 and then you're on, man. I'm happy to see you there, and I'm happy to see you kind of making more appearances on shows. I know. Check him out too. I don't, Lepke. This is not your channel, right? Are you going to go by a different name for your YouTube channel? I know he's going to try to start his up, and I really think it's a great idea. I think he's got a lot to offer. And Lepke will also be on my channel in probably January as well, or February. I think I want to try to line it up when he launches his show. So we're going to talk about that. Car redemption. I knew you would say that. Just send it back and they'll refund you. and the thing is too is it's like, what are they going to do with all these ones that are getting sent back? Because people were pissed, right? So they're saying, oh well, send it back and we'll refund you. Well, then what are you going to do with the ones that are coming back? You're going to sell them at conventions because you said that they weren't going to sell them anywhere else. You know what I mean? Like that to me, it's like, well, what are you going to do with them all? Jessica, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. New, haven't seen you pop in before, so thank you. If you're still here, I'm way behind on the chat. So if you're still here, thank you for tuning in. And if you are not subbed, please sub to the channel. We have a ton of great shows still to rock the rest of this month. Like I said, tomorrow you can catch me with the Dead Pit guys and a special guest talking about Nubbins Texas Chainsaw Massacre collections. He's selling the original prop. He's going to talk a lot about that. It's going to be a very different show, but I think it's going to be very informative. And then I have a Corey Feldman full retrospective with some special guests coming up in a week or so. Rad Pack episode for December is still being worked on. It's almost here. We're going to set a date. It's going to be like a live unboxing. We've sent each other gifts. Nobody knows what we're getting, and we're going to unbox those live. We're just waiting for everybody to get their shipments in, and then we're going to set a date. So we have that coming as well. I know you guys really like those shows. And then again, there's probably going to be other shows kind of sprinkled in there. And then on New Year's Day, like Wes said in here, we're going to be doing a Vinegar Syndrome midday stream. Let me see. I don't know anything about this movie, Robert. I have no idea. Fiji Internet. Hey, I'm a big fan of Rad Pack. My third favorite YouTube faction behind the PWO Mid Evolution, mainly because Justin have beef. Because me and Justin has beef, and he knows what he did. Well, you know what? Make sure to throw this a like. Just so you know, we were the originals, so we were the first faction. The rest are just copycats. But I don't know what the beef is with Justin. I have no idea what the beef is with Justin. But Justin's a wild child. I can't control him. I cannot control that man. But I appreciate you popping in here for sure. Brandon, let me see. Sean says, I picked up a Sword and Sorcerer 4K. I have it too, but I haven't opened it yet. I haven't even opened it. Do I think Ollie? I don't know what that is. I've never seen either of those, Alyssa Milano. Let me see. You know what? I didn't buy Real Genius yet. I don't think I have it. Do I? I don't think I have it. I'll have to look. I don't think I got it, but I may. I have it on DVD. Do I think another company will pull out Four Flies? Good question. I don't know if maybe they did this because they only have the rights for a short period of time. I don't know. Imagine that. We pay $60 and another company puts it out for less. What's going on? Saturn says, are they just going to destroy the copies that didn't sell then? Exactly. It's very fishy. Are 4K's discs better than, I'm assuming you mean DVDs? I mean, depends on what you mean. To me, Blu-rays and 4Ks are better than DVDs as far as the quality, of course. The quality between Blu-ray and 4K, in my opinion, is not the greatest difference for most things so far that I've witnessed. Jamie Hart, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. Let me see. Hollow Notes, what's up? What's up? You love rants. I don't rant a lot, actually. I don't feel like I don't, but sometimes when I'm passionate about certain things, I just want to let you guys know and see who's kind of on board with me, who thinks I'm just overreacting. Um, Brian Trash, what is going on? See, the later it gets, the more people come in here. You guys are wild. I know the room tours anything to show place evolves. Yeah, my place has evolved a lot in the last year in some aspects. And you're right. I really do need to do it for proof of ownership and insurance purposes. You're right. Um, you're right on all ends for sure. And they usually do pretty well as far as numbers and people watching them because I find myself even now I'll type in movie room tours because I like to see what people have and I like to maybe get different ideas that people have done, right? So I think it's going to be a good thing for the channel. I'm actually very proud of what I have here. I have a pretty excessive collection. But like I said, I'm very particular about how it's organized. So, you know, I might show it and, I don't have like just tons and tons of stuff everywhere. Like what you see behind me is like the most clutter this room has. I do have a lot of posters, so that takes up a lot of my wall space because I really love posters, artwork, stuff like that. So, but you guys will see it, and I'm really going to put a lot of effort into the quality. So I have an idea of how I'm going to do it. So I mean, I could have easily walked around my phone and filmed it, right? Like I could have done that anytime. But if I'm going to do it, I want to do it right. So it's going to have a lot of editing and professionalism done with it. I'm going to make it count, guys. I promise. Matt, just watch Four Flies. Wow, that's amazing. Um, that's amazing. it's it's true. It's true. Who else? Wasn't somebody else had like Brodus Clay or something? Remember his debut was taking forever. Uh, yeah, man, it's really hard to kind of get back in the swing because as soon as I start making headway, something else comes up and it's just back and forth. Jamie Hart's still waiting for her Vinegar Syndrome pack. Oh yeah, you too. I'm still waiting for Severn. Severn's always way late. Hoax got the translucent slip. All right. Like I said, if anybody's got that translucent slip, but they don't want it because they don't like the movie, send it my way. I'll take it. See, Lepke's all about a one red headman. I'm gonna figure that out. I'm gonna figure that out. Interesting. I didn't order any. Yeah, I don't know why I got mine already. There is a talking Frankenhooker VHS. It says want a date, and there's a button on it, and I had it, and I sold it because I'm an idiot. Um, and yeah, I wish I had that still. Fish, what's up, man? I hope everybody's still hanging out because I'm way behind on the chat. All right, so before I go on to the chat, I'm going to do a couple things. First one, I'm going to do a giveaway. So anybody in here, I've got almost 60 people in, they can all figure this thing out. So not sure people care about this movie or not. But I do have an extra copy of Heartland of Darkness, which is a brand new Visual Vengeance movie. It's sealed. It's got Linnea Quigley in here. And I'm going to do a giveaway with this. Now, if anybody wants this, here's what I need. And I know a couple people did this for me the other day, and I'm sorry. I just decided to do it this way now. Here's what I want you to do. Anybody who wants this, number one, if you have a YouTube channel, I want you to share one of my videos, one of your favorites, or my page. I don't care. Tag me in the post and say something like, check out my buddy Garrett's channel, whatever. Tag me so I know you did it. That's one. That's 1 point. If not, and you want to do it a different way, do on IG. Just copy a link to one of my videos or a link to my YouTube page and then share it in your stories with the link and say, hey, check out my buddy's page. Tag me so I know you did it. And everybody who does that, I will take note. I will do a raffle and I will give this away on the next Rad Pack show. So you guys have from now until the next Rad Pack show, which again doesn't even have a date yet. There's no date. It should be December. It might be after Christmas. So if anybody wants Heartland of Darkness, share my YouTube channel or one of my YouTube videos. Tell your friends to check me out and copy and paste the link and tag me in those. It can be done on YouTube as a post or on Instagram would be great. And I guess Twitter too. I don't use Twitter a lot, but if some of you do, that would be fine. That'd be fine. Just tag me and I'll check it up. If you want Heartland of Darkness from Visual Vengeance sealed, I will send that your way after I tally up everybody that's done it, and that will probably be like a 2-weeker event. Because, like I said, the best way for me to get closer to my 2K goal is to have everybody who watches my stuff share it with people they know, because I only have such a big reach, and I truly appreciate it. I haven't watched Heartland of Darkness yet, so I can't tell you if it's good, but people that like Linnea and 80 stuff, like it might be something up your alley. So that's the next thing I wanted to talk about. Let me go back to the chat because I did want to make this an Ask Anything type of thing. Yeah, Wes has quite a bit of VHS still, for sure. So Dude Who Loves Movies is, I know that's his Instagram, but it might be his YouTube channel, which he hasn't launched yet. So it might be up. And if you want to sub early, you'll see when he posts his first vid. Is people in the chat talking about mold in the VHS? There's a way to remove it. You have to take a VCR and remove the top. Oh, I don't know if any of my stuff has mold on it. I haven't looked and checked that. VHS roundtable. Yeah, I mean, I'm cool with that. The problem is that if we're going to showcase our collections, it's going to be like a 4-hour stream. So, but maybe a different concept, like bring 10 to the table or something. Yeah, that Sleepaway Camp VHS is awesome. Dying Breed, what is going on? Thank you for popping in. Thanks, Scott. I'm just doing Q&A kind of thing, so you're not missing much. But thank you for popping in. I appreciate it. Let me see. I don't know. I don't think Wes and them are big vampire guys. I don't think. Amazon had the Evil Dead box set, $45. It was a good deal. Good deal. I didn't buy that set because sadly I have everything that's inside. So it was just be another double dip for me, triple dip, and then it's so big I'm gonna put it. Yeah, sure. What's up, Dennis Weaver's Missing Tooth? Can I give any tips to someone attending a horror convention for the first time? Yes, game plan. First and foremost, figure out, are you gonna meet anybody? If you are, make a list. Who are you gonna meet? I would probably say try to meet them on Friday night, or at least the big one. Somebody that you think is going to be busy, try to get them on Friday night. Get it done. Even if it takes your whole Friday, do it. Get it done. Saturday's crazy. So you don't want to be spending all day trying to meet people on Saturday because you're literally going to be standing in line all day long. So Friday's a little bit less busy. You might be able to sneak out a couple autographs and pictures and all that stuff that day. And then Saturday you can use to just walk around, maybe grab some people's autographs or pictures that maybe you decide you want to get on the fly. And then you can do a lot of shopping and stuff on Saturday, check out the vendor tables and stuff. That would be my first definite suggestion, would be that. Don't try to do it all on a Saturday because you will literally be in line all day and then not even enjoy the convention itself. Number two, have an idea of, like, if you're going to get anything signed, what you're going to get. Are you just going to get 8x10 at their table? Are you going to bring one of your own items? Make sure you think that through. Get your item ready. You could even bring your own pens. That's always a good, your own markers. Like maybe you want it done in a paint pen, or you want your thing done in silver. Like bring your own, make sure it works, because sometimes you get to the table and their stuff is either dried out. Maybe they don't have the color you want. So always prepare like that. On the game plan. That's for celebrity meetings. If you're just going to hang around, bring money, because everything's expensive. And, you know, for me, I don't find that the vendor tables at a lot of these conventions are really that great, personally. At least the ones around here. Like there might be like 2 enter tables that are like pretty good. There's not even a lot of physical media tables anymore that I've noticed. It's a lot of like different stuff. But those are the big ones that I would say, especially if you're looking to meet people. Like try to get that done ASAP because Saturday is going to be brutal. Esteban, what is up? Thanks for popping in, man. It's been a while. How are you? Hillbilly Confidential, what is up? How do you do the Pep Boys make school thumbnails, beat tips? Yeah, man, we're creative, brother. I'm trying to think. Well, we have pictures of our faces and stuff that we can add in, do different things. I try to keep mine somewhat during certain series, like Rad Company, Up All Night. Like I have specific thumbnail styles that I like for those shows. So we like to have, if we have specific series, we like to try to keep it pretty uniform. Yeah, you should do a new room tour with your new place, dude, for sure. Lepke, you know what? I don't know if it's a wrestling thing or what, but you are right on point. That's exactly what I'm doing. So, dude, what are you in my head, bro? You're thinking Rad Pack. I love it. But yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. So I'm basically going to do it just like MTV Cribs. I'm going to have the same kind of edits. It's basically going to be as close as I can get it. So I'm going to have a couple episodes up. Like I said, honestly, one of the reasons I have a movie room is because MTV Cribs Rob Zombie episode when I was a kid or a teenager, I was like, I'm going to have something like that someday. So it's going to be very much like that. Cartoon filters, a lot of different ones actually. I have a bunch on my phone. You can find different ones online. Trying to think. I think it's a Vizia. I don't remember what it's called. I use a couple of them though. There's one like Comic Art is one. Like there's a bunch of different ones that I use. It all depends on what I'm looking to do. Garrett's room is just a green screen. That is so funny. If only. 4K Lowdown, what's up? Speaking of movie rooms, this guy's movie room looks just like mine. Guy's got the same shelves I do. It's craziness. He took a picture of himself in his movie room, and I swear to God, I looked at it for a second. I go, what the hell? Like, I thought he was in my house. So then I took the same exact picture at my house, and I sent it to him, and he's like, what the hell? It looked like I was at his house. It's crazy. Can I share on Twitter and IG? Yeah, guys, if you're just popping in, I'm doing a giveaway. Heartland of Darkness. Okay, you have 2 weeks. Share my YouTube a video or my YouTube channel on your social medias. I don't care which social media, as long as I have that social media, so you can tag me and I can write down that you did it, and then you qualify for the raffle to get this thing on the next Rad Pack show. I'm going to announce the winner. So I appreciate that. So guys, any form of social media, and it doesn't have to be today. It can be anytime between now and you see the Rad Pack episode date. I would say YouTube would be a good one because the people that see your community posts can come right to my channel. Instagram would be good. Do it in your stories. Have a link to a video or my page so they can just click on it and then tag me and all that stuff so I know what's going on. Because if you don't tag me, I won't know you did it and you won't be qualified. And I appreciate it. What movie most excited for 2023? Help me out with some movies, guys. Again, I kind of like fly at the seat of my pants when it comes to certain things because I'm just so busy. It's like I just think of like, what do I got to do that day? So I'm always behind on certain things, unless like Wes or somebody sends me something. You saying movies like physical media, or are you saying movies in the theaters? If you asked me if I was excited about Scream 6, right? Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm not over the moon, backflips. I can't wait. I think it'll be fine. I'll watch it. I'll see it. Kind of excited, but I'm not like the biggest Scream fan. But that's one, I'm kind of looking forward to. Trying to think. They announced the new Ari Aster movie. I'm looking forward to that. I love his stuff. Definitely looking forward to that. Thank you, Mom Blu-ray. And make sure you have Sue message me and I'll send you that poster. Um, yeah. So I'll show you what do I got today. So I got this. What a cool set. Vestron. Vestron is like one of my favorite labels right now. They're killing it. If you look, I have every Vestron. That one right now, I'm really trying to keep everything. I'm caught up. So if they're cool because they're only releasing like one or two every couple months, so I can easily keep up with it. Um, I'm really happy with this. Now I had this. I don't know if you guys remember this. This was the DVD version of this, basically. It was like basically the DVD version of this. It was put out by Lionsgate. So they basically just took this, turned it into this, and upgraded these transfers. Um, they're not the greatest movies, but I love Part Five. I think Toy Maker, if it was called the Toy Maker, let's not even we're going back to the Halloween 3 Seasons of the Witch. I think the problem is it gets lumped into the fact that these three movies are not great, right? But two things. I'm a huge Christmas horror guy, which I'm going to explain more in a second. Um, so that alone, I'm already all over this. Number two, I love Part Five, the Toy Maker. I always have loved that. I think the Toy Maker is one of those 80s cheesy lost gems on like what I like in my 80s horror movies. Just corny, cheesy, killer toys, cool effects, special effects, weirdness. I like that stuff. I would put that in the same vein as like I'll do a double feature with the Toy Maker and Elves. Like Elves is not a great movie, but I love it because it's everything I love about 80s horror with puppets, cheesiness, weird stuff. I just dig it a lot. And this is up here. If you haven't seen these, I recommend buying this anyway. You get three movies. It's $12. This is $12. You get three movies in here. Christmas movies, at that Christmas horror movies. This is a must buy. Um, and again, Toy Maker is definitely one that I think you guys are gonna like. As far as the other two, give or take. You do get Bill Moseley in part 3, so that's kind of cool. But speaking of Christmas horror, I did grab Santa Claus from TerraVision. Basically just kind of looks like a Vinegar Syndrome title as far as how it's packaged and done. I haven't even opened it yet. I could unbox it right now. So people ask me online, like, "Oh, Santa Claus, is it worth getting?" I'm not going to recommend it. I'm going to tell you a funny story about this movie. I've actually never seen it. I've never seen this movie, but I have a story about it. When I was really starting to collect, I don't know if I can even show this. When I was really starting to collect DVDs hard, I was buying a lot of stuff. I was really into the Christmas horror movies, so I was trying to find Silent Night, Deadly Night, all this other stuff. And I went to a Suncoast Video at the mall, and they had Santa Claus. They had a real cool image with like this like skeleton Santa type thing. And I was like, oh my God, I want that. I've never heard of that horror movie before. I have never rented it. And I went back to get it, and Suncoast had closed down. And I had never seen it again. And then I tried to get it online. It was like out of print and all this other stuff. And it was always just one of those movies that I always wanted, and I don't really know much about. I know it's kind of sleazy, not what you think it's going to be. I think it's like shot on video. Santa's got like he's got like a what do they call those? Like these little gardening tools here, that little fork as like a weapon. I know that. I've seen the trailer. But when TerraVision announced it, I kind of giggled and was like, I want that, because it was always something I never owned that I always wanted from way back in the day. And I know it's probably going to be crap. It came out in 1996, but it's one that I've always wanted to have in my collection. And like I said, I'm a big Christmas horror guy, so I'll just add it to the list. Let me see. Coco loves the vintage. Yeah, man, look at that. You like that? So, my mom had one of those growing up. She had a green one, and we used to put all the lights in it and stuff like that every year, and it broke when I was older, so probably within the last 10 years. And I remember saying to her, "Oh, where's that ceramic tree?" And she's like, "Oh, it broke in the attic, da 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 da." So I just really had nostalgia for it. It was really felt very 80s. So I came across this one at Target, actually. And it was white, so I thought that was pretty neat too. So I snagged it, and it kind of just brings back a lot of nostalgia for me growing up, because I remember we used to just put all those lights in, my brother and I, when we were little kids and stuff. And yeah, so thank you. I appreciate that. Thought it gave it a cool 80s aesthetic. And hi, what's up? Brian Goes Blue. Do I have a copy of Dudes? Yes. Scream Factory, Shout Factory did it. Dying Breed, are you a full body bro split or PPL? One set to failure. PPL. Tell me what that means. You know, I'm kind of a little bit. It depends. I'm a very depends kind of. It's weird. It's an it depends situation for me. It all depends on how many days a week I'm getting in that week, right? So, for a long time, I was working out 6 days a week for a long time. Obviously, once real life starts kicking in, jobs, other things, then I bumped it to 5. Um, Things got busier with work. Things got busier with life. I bumped it to 4. Now I'm doing like a 2 to 3 day a week workout plan. So it all depends. If I know I can get 3 to 4 that week, I'll do bro splits. If I know I can get 2 to 3, then I'm doing full body. So that's kind of how I'm rolling now. And would I want to get more in? Sure, I would. And it sounds easy. Like, for instance, somebody's like, well, if you work in fitness, why don't you just work out when you're there? I could, but I got in this morning at 4:40. I started my first session at 5. I had a break to eat lunch between 2 and 2:30. And I was out the door at about 5:15. So I worked straight through pretty much with a half hour to eat lunch. I had a steak and rice, then back to work. So then I got home, ate dinner, and then I worked out tonight. I worked out at 8. And I did more of a bro split tonight. So again, it really all depends. I think as a coach and a lifestyle coach and a health and fitness coach, the one thing I can tell people is it doesn't matter what program you're on. It doesn't matter what type of training you're doing. I think everybody should be using free weights. That's the one positive or the one constant. But it's the consistency aspect. The one thing I can say about me, as everybody's like, oh, why do you still look like you did in your 20s at your age? It's because I never stopped. It doesn't matter if I did 6 days, 5 days, 2 days, 3 days. I never stopped. I never took a year off. I never took 6 months off. I've maybe taken 2 weeks off in like 20 years. So that's what I just try to tell people. It's less about how much you're doing and more about like just staying consistent. So again, I know I was kind of off topic. Nobody wants to hear about that. But again, going back to it, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I take it week by week based on my schedule, really. But that's the key. Just stop stopping is the key I try to tell people. We had some funny, I don't know if I want to spoil this, but we had some funny ideas. I don't even think Brendan knows about it, of doing some kind of like, what do they call that? Bizarro, like Bizarro Superman, like a Bizarro Rad Pack, where it'd be like Uncle Rad, try to find a female, and then we'd have Wet Movie be Wet Movie Watch Daily. And we had some ideas floating around about that. Don't know if it's ever going to come to fruition, but I thought it'd be kind of funny. My advice would just be to meet people, just not to meet people, just go buy shit. I mean, that's an easy way to go because you don't have to worry too much about it. We should collab with some pro wrestling, dude. Yeah, let me know. We'll try to work something out. Let me see. I got Demolition's autograph. I don't have Hillbilly Jim's. Rat TV Cribs. I love it. It depends. It depends. Because I want to have this be like an overview, and I want to have other videos I can branch off of the movie room tour. So, um, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, man, that Rob Zombie episode was like my jam back in the day. When he opened up that room and had that library, I was like, I need that someday. I'm way behind, guys. I'm so sorry. Mr. Creepy, Rhode Island in the house. Hell yeah. Are you still doing a 4 flies? Did I say that? Did I say that? That's cool, Jamie. Thank you. Still got that? What's up, Slasher? New Ari Aster is 3.5 hours long. I mean, if anybody can hold my attention for 3.5 hours, it's him. So I'm curious. I did not pick up the Carrie 4K yet. That is one I'm debating on. I love the original artwork on the cover. Carrie, I think, could be good. But again, like I said, like I'm really gonna tighten up my upgrading from Scream Factory because of my lack of space. I'll get the new stuff, but I don't know. I probably will get Carrie, but that's the only one right now that Scream Factory's announced that I'm all over. Like I'm not gonna get Slumber Party Massacre or anything like that. Do you have any Silent Night, Deadly Night theatrical one-sheet posters or boutique print poster release? I do. I have the 2 Scream Factory ones for part 1 and 2. I have a Toy Maker one sheet. That's it. And I have an 8. I have a. Oh, you know what I do? I have a part 2 poster, original poster, signed by the 2 dudes, signed by the 2 brothers, Ricky and Billy. So I have that. I have that signed, and I have a 11x17 mini poster of the original one. Rob Zombie said he quit collecting. His collective friend from the Ramones died, and it made Rob. Wow. I mean, I worry about that stuff too a lot. My uncle is like the person who got me into collecting, and he still collects and stuff. And I think to myself, like, man, like it's gonna be rough. When he's not here. Yeah, I like the weird. I like the weird. Yeah, you had the DVD one. You had the one I always wanted. Oh yeah, yep. The dudes, I will not upgrade again. I have the Blu-ray. I'm fine with it. Everybody tells me to do that. I'm not doing it. Fitness trainer, personal trainer, fitness and lifestyle coach. Chris Stott. What's up, homeboy? Do I like Grinch Stole Christmas 2000? Jim Carrey? Yeah, I think it's fine. What's funny is my son, he's only 3. He likes the recent Grinch, and he makes me watch that a lot. And I actually thought that was real good as well. The one that came out a couple years ago. I would love to work out with Cynthia Rothrock. Thank you for your insight. I always found it pretty cool. Even the things that I enjoy learning about fitness and collecting cool shit. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, push pull legs. Sorry. Dying Breed. Yeah, thanks for man. Keep chiming in. I'll love to talk more fitness. I might have something too if anybody's interested in starting a fitness program. I do online coaching as well, so thinking about maybe doing something for the new year. If anybody's interested, just hit me up on Instagram and I'll tell you the deets. I can mostly get Mr. Radar. Hell yeah, I do. Can you get me her autograph, man, on like an 8x10 or something? I don't have any posters or anything. I would love it on like maybe I can try to find one and send it to you, like a fast getaway with Haim on it. That'd be so killer. Dude, I would love that. I follow her on IG and everything. Twisted Trucker, what is going on? Wow, I am caught up. I'm caught up. All right, gang, I'm gonna wrap it up because I've been here. Wow, I've been here way longer than I wanted. Let me just see if there's anything I was gonna mention that I didn't. I can showcase this really quick. I just grabbed it. I found this at Target. Have you guys seen this yet? I mean, I can't pass up Creepshow. This is the new NECA Creepshow Ultimate. I hate this tabby, by the way. This thing sucks. They need to get rid of it. I almost want to cut it off. It's got a cool image on the back. I'm down for anything Creepshow. Oh, Gus, my man. Gussie. Megavania fan, what is up? Where's Gus? All right, Gus hit it up. Wants a little Haim dance. Oh, yeah. Creepshow NECA. This is the brand new NECA. I've been kind of taking it easy on some of the NECAs lately, but I had to get the Creeper. Look at this. The Creeper. It's killer. Super killer. Comes with the little book. Comes with a candle. Comes with a couple heads. This is awesome. So I was showcasing that. I just grabbed it. I'm supposed to be buying gifts for others, but still always buying for myself. But guys, thank you again for checking this out. It was just kind of like a Q&A type thing. And Brendan, I'll get at you. I'm going to go online right now and see if I can find a Fast Getaway poster, and I'll send it out your way. Tyson One fan, what is going on? Love Corey Haim as well. And it was definitely a great way to end the stream. Thank you again, Gus. Antonis, what's up? You said wait. You want me to wait before I sign off? Don't leave yet. What do you got for me, brother? What do you want from me? Look at this guy. I might as well just take Lepke and have him be like my hype man. I love it. Yeah, okay. So he's better at hyping my stuff than I am. Hit the damn like button. Subscribe if you're not down below. Okay. Share my stuff. Tag me when you share it so you can get this giveaway of this Heartland of Darkness on the next Rad Pack show. Check out the streams that I have coming up. Oh, you picked up some stuff in the store. My TeePublic store, shop.borntobirad.com has 36% off for the next 2 hours. Go get it. There's a lot of old designs. There's some new designs. You can get it in hoodies. You can get it in crew neck sweatshirts like this. These are my favorite. You can get t-shirts. You can get long sleeve shirts. You can get tank tops. You can get baseball shirts, which are my favorite, as well as Brian Goes Blue. He loves them. And you check them out over there, guys. I appreciate it. And Brian, thank you for checking it out. And again, if anybody's checking this on the replay and you're not subscribed to this channel, please do. Like I said, I have a lot of new Instagram followers, and I would love to interact with you guys a lot more this way. Where's Antanas? He said, don't leave yet. What do you need, man? Let me know. Just trying to see if there's anything else I wanted to showcase here. No. I did the giveaway. I did the Vinegar Syndrome. I did the Santa Claus. I did Silent Night, Deadly Night. Are you just bored, Antanas? Is that what you want me to just keep you occupied? But yeah, guys, and if you buy any merch, and you post a picture, tag me, because then I'll repost it and stuff like that. I need to know what's going on. But thank you guys again for checking this out. I really appreciate it. I will see you guys tomorrow night with Dead Pit. Make sure you guys check it out. I think it's like 9 or 10 p.m. And we're going to be talking to the dude who he owns Nubbins Sawyer, the prop from the movie that he's going to be selling, and he's going to talk all about it. And I think it's going to be a real interesting conversation. So that is tomorrow night. Give us some fitness content, brother. If you guys like fitness content, you can follow me on Instagram or on YouTube. On the YouTube, I just have exercise demos. It's not really a big deal. Find me for tips. You can find me on Instagram at GPS Coaching, and also on Instagram. If you click that link, I also have like a free fitness newsletter. Feel free to go fill that out, and then I'll send you every month like different fitness tips and stuff like that. So definitely follow me over there on Instagram. That's where I do most of my fitness stuff as far as like tips and stuff like that. And obviously I do online coaching. So if anybody's interested in that, I have different options. If they want more like real personalized stuff or anything along those lines. So yeah, I'm totally down to do that. And I will see you guys tomorrow. And like I said, this is Garrett at Born to Be Rad. And like always, stay